In the videos in this series leading up to now, I have constantly used words like authentic, phrases like proper human being, real people treating other people like real people too. These are phrases, these are words that go to the heart of the whole concept of authentic leadership, which is obviously many miles removed from the accepted wisdom that to be a leader you have to put on some kind of invincibility cloak, put on a mask, adopt a style, and everybody else will follow you as a result of you pretending to be something that you're not. There is a wave of understanding in the field of psychology that has emerged over the last 5 or 6 years that falls under the banner of authentic leadership. Coming from places like the Middle East, where authentic leadership is clearly needed, South Africa, where multicultural authentic leadership has been studied, into industry in the United States and in the United Kingdom, and I've been privileged myself to be involved in a study on authentic leadership just 2 summers ago in Ireland and in the United Kingdom. I want to quote directly from one of the people that I studied in the context of authentic leadership, and I have to mention that this particular person is somebody who has been known to me for many years, who is a client, who is a friend, is somebody who I would regard as a shining example of what it is to be a real leader. This person stated very clearly, and I quote, "All my biggest successes were achieved when I was true to myself, and all my biggest failures arose when I was trying to be something that I thought other people wanted me to be." Let's discard the second part of the sentence, because that is really what we talked about in the first few videos, what leadership is not. And let's home in on the statement that I had my biggest successes when I was true to myself. Because that is the essence of authentic leadership. That in fact is simply the essence of authenticity. This, however, presents us with an enormous problem, because the ordinary mind drives our lives on automatic. So that in effect the ordinary person is an automaton, not an authentic person at all. This automaton is driven by a set of programs that the automaton had programmed into them during their formative years. It's what you and I call our personality. That personality automatically dictates our behaviour according to the preconceived notions we have about our perceived strengths and our perceived weaknesses. They're all just perceptions, they're all learned behaviours, they're all patterned behaviours, automatic behaviours that enable us, that's not necessarily the right word, behave in this automatic way. They are designed in time-honoured evolutionary fashion to enable us make it through the day. Now, nobody can be a great leader if they're simply operating on automatic pilot with a view to not dying before sundown this evening. The point I'm making is that if you want to be a leader, and leadership really is only about authentic leadership, everything else is a sham. If you want to be a leader, you need to start learning how you can be true to yourself. And that means that you need to overcome your personality. Now, overcome is a big word. And it is suggestive of some mechanism by which you park your personality to one side. And I'm not suggesting that at all, because if you parked your personality, you'd wake up tomorrow morning, look in the mirror and say, who the hell's that? What I'm saying is you need to work with your personality, work around your personality, but most importantly, keep one eye, or preferably 2 eyes, but at least one eye, on the reality of what is going on in the here and now. The point I'm making is that the first step in becoming a proper leader in becoming a real leader, in becoming a proper human being that through treating others as proper human beings will enable you lead them and they follow you, the first step is for you to begin to understand yourself. To understand yourself in the reality of the moment. The first step in that journey is to develop the ability to be mindful of what is going on in the here and now, which is completely different from the normal state of mind, where through automaticity we are mindless. So in other words, when I use the phrase authentic leadership, I'm talking about mindful leadership. Or I'm talking about what I call mindfulness-based leadership. Just like mindfulness-based stress reduction therapy has been in use since 1989 in the treatment and management of stress to great effect, with great success. Just as mindfulness-based cognitive therapy has been used to similar great effect in the treatment of chronic depression since the 1990s. What I'm suggesting is that the way to enable yourself become a leader, a great leader, an authentic leader, is to develop your mindfulness. It is, as I say, an approach that I call mindfulness-based leadership development. And that is what the next couple of videos will explore.